Hey, what's going on, guys? Informal video tonight. So I was asked earlier kind of what's up with the whole Wing Chun MMA thing, and the fact is that between doing amateur MMA for a while and teaching Wing Chun at the core of what we do, and then offering kickboxing classes and catch wrestling classes and a few other things here and there, we kind of have an MMA package going on. It just happens to not be the traditional mix of Muay Thai and BJJ. That's all it is. But it brings up an interesting thought process, which is that the martial arts world, whether you're talking, traditional or modern, whatever, is stuck on labels, is stuck on putting things in boxes, and more than anything, they're stuck on their preconceived notions of what is and isn't something. And it is one of the most aggravating things to try to be having a discussion with somebody and you go, oh, in my style, we do this, this, and that. And they go, that's not that style. That can't possibly be that style. It's this other thing. As if a single style can own any specific tactic or technique or whatever. It's absurd. The fact is that not only is there no such thing as a pure style, so all styles are mixed, so it's an irrelevant point to begin with. The fact is that most people don't know most things about most arts. And that means that there's a lot that is going to not fall within your preconceived notions. And if your preconceived notions are so dear to you that you're willing to argue and harangue and harass people about it, you're kind of the one that's the problem. The fact is that there's a lot of good work being done in the traditional martial arts world by people who actually want to reclaim these arts for fighting, and not necessarily MMA, but for fighting in general, making them practical and functional again. And the fact is that a lot of people assume that if you do forms, that your martial art has to work exactly the way the forms look, and that's just absurd. That would be like asking a boxer to box the way he hits a speed bag. It's just not the same thing, right? There's a lot of drills in most martial arts that look nothing like an actual fight, and the fact is that not every drill is designed to look like a fight. Some drills are attribute building. Some drills are building, a small piece of the game independent of the other pieces because it's just something that needs to be brought up. It's kind of like adding bodybuilding moves to your powerlifting routine. The bodybuilding moves aren't going to necessarily be the thing that adds 5 pounds to your squat, but it may be the thing that stabilizes you well enough so that through proper programming, you add 5 pounds to your squat. Right? That's what it is. It's like a second order effect, that kind of deal. So when you look at a lot of this stuff, be a little bit more forgiving, be a little bit more gracious. There's a lot to be said for this idea that not all training has to look like the end result. It simply doesn't. In fact, it might be counterproductive if all you did was just simulated fighting all the time. You'd probably get pretty okay, your reads and your timing and your decision making, but you'd be lacking in a lot of other areas. So the fact is that it doesn't matter if something looks like something else. The fact is that most categorically similar arts are going to share techniques and tactics. And even if something doesn't match up, it doesn't matter. If it's close enough, you go, oh, we can do that in our style, and do it. And then as soon as you start doing it within your style does that, at least in your school or in your practice. So it's stop moving the goalposts, stop using logical fallacies just to try to win arguments, because you just look like an ass and it's not useful. So I'm going to stop ranting. I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Good journey. Hey, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, do all the other social media stuff. You can check out our other socials as well as take a look at some of the merchandise that we have for offer in the links below. And if you happen to be in the Phoenix metro area, stop in, come in for a class, come in just to say hi. We'd love to meet you. Until next time, good journey.